Well, you guys bought the hell out of the last super duper deal we did with the Thacher wines. And today we have another one for you that's equally, if not more, compelling than that wine was. Thacher, under the radar, Paso Robles producer. They make beautiful wines. Sherman Thacher, fabulous winemaking touch. Everything at the winery's hands off. No enzymes, no added yeast, no water, no acidification, no tannin additions. None of that crap. These guys make just really pure, beautiful expressions of Paso Robles red wines. And we were fortunately offered another beautiful wine that got caught up in the whole madness of 2020, right? So 2020, oh, fires. Everything's smoke tainted. Well, not everything. But as so often happens in these situations, you get one basic set of information, which I will say is mostly correct, but inevitably there's going to be a baby thrown out with the bathwater, right? So it's up to us to find those babies, beautiful babies. Thank you, little Vince Vaughn. Thank you. It's up to us to find those beautiful babies and present them to you. And usually in this situation, you're going to get an amazing price on the wine, and such as it is here. So Sherman Thacher's 2020 Paso Robles Cabernet. A lot of Cabernet come from Paso Robles, right? And a lot of that Cabernet is the antithesis of what Sherman Thacher's doing. Staves, chips, enzymes, acidification, waterbacks, new cheesy oak barrels. All of this is being put forward in a package that wants to tell you, oh, look at our fancy Paso Robles Cabernet. Won't you buy it from us instead of other huge Paso Robles Cabernet producer, right? So there's this fight going on of, you know, who can make the most kind of manufactured, syrupy, vanilla-y red wine from Cabernet Sauvignon and Paso Robles and try and sell 500,000 cases of it. That is not the case here. This is the opposite. Yes, it is Paso Robles. Yes, it is Cabernet. But only 250 cases produced. And again, pure, all neutral barrels, 40% whole cluster, right? I think these cats are destemming all their Cabernet, right? Sherman actually only destemmed half of it. So this is almost 50% whole cluster here, which for Cabernet is pretty interesting. You know, you don't see that all the time. People talk about whole cluster with Pinot Noir, but they don't necessarily talk about it with Cabernet Sauvignon as much. And I think it absolutely works here. This gives you what I think Paso Robles Cab should actually be. It's rich, it's ripe. 20 was a warm year. There's no getting away from that. The alcohol is under 15, 14.8, which is actually low for a lot of Paso Robles Cabernets nowadays. But you get the richness and intensity of warmth of the harvest in this wine. It's Paso. Why did Dow Cabernet and Justin and all these wines become popular? Because they're juicy. They're warm weather Cabernet Sauvignon. They are round, they are plump. They have a wonderful, ever so slight confectionery component to them. People will call it jammy, but I'm not going to go to jammy because this wine's not jammy, but it has this wonderful, almost Zen-like confectionery component. And there's depth in the good ones. See, the knock with a lot of 20s have been the quality of the tannin. It's a hard, bitey, scratchy tannin. In the north, mostly a lot of that's because of the smoke taint. But in this wine, you get really pure tannin. You get soft, round edges. You get a creamy mid-palate, like cream. We see you, James. And you just get this easy, soft, gentle, generous, not hedonistic, because this wine's not necessarily big, but tender Cabernet Sauvignon that you can just drink buckets of. All neutral oak, did I say that? All neutral oak. Have I said accordingly yet? Ha! I've been working on it. I've been practicing at home in front of the mirror, Patrizio. It's working, huh? Even more amazing now. So awesome.
Said it a bunch yesterday. But
that stings. That hurts.
Why we edit.
That hurts. So when you see these choppy cuts, it's me saying accordingly 30 times. Accordingly, I'm not going to say accordingly for the rest of this piece. I'm just going to drink this Cabernet. Long story short, $49 at the winery, $19 for you. That's well over half off. That's a huge discount. And this wine is drinking beautifully now. You can drink the complete ham out of it right now. Pure, unadulterated, gorgeous, effusive, gentle, tender, juicy, silky Cabernet Sauvignon from Paso Robles. Screw those other guys. Drink this. Well, I would say drink this all the time, but there's 250 cases produced. We bought 50 of them. So we bought like 20% of the production. And it might not last too long. So drink it, while you can. Bam, what a deal. Crazy shit.